Hello. Hi, everybody. Good night. Happy Sunday. I look like a disaster. Oh my gosh. I showered not very long ago and my hair dried all funny. So that's the explanation for that. Not that I really need that, I guess, but welcome to the stream. If you are new, my name is Amy Prokopis and I am an author. I write young adult fantasy romance primarily. I wrote books like the young adult science fiction book, The Arena, and the young adult fantasy romance series, Guardians of the Sixth Gate, which is what I'm currently working on. The first book is Guardians of the Sixth Gate. The second book is Shade of the Shadowlands, and it comes out May 30th, so this month. And book 3, I am hoping to finish tonight in the very first sprint of this stream. So lots going on. Welcome to all of you. Some of my friends are here. Dreaming Truth author is here. Hello. Hi. So is Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Welcome to all of you. Oh my gosh. It has been a whirlwind of a week for me. In case you didn't know, I am a school counselor full-time. That is my full-time job. I do not write full-time right now. I am a high school counselor. I work primarily with freshmen and sophomores. So the end of the year has not been quite as crazy for me because I don't have to worry so much about getting my students across the finish line because they are a little younger. But the last week of school is crazy regardless of your role in public education. And so we had graduation this week. So I did not get a ton of stuff done. I did get a lot of writing done in small bursts. So added up together, I got a ton of writing done. I actually have it right in front of me. I started the week on Monday. I started at 98,000 words, almost exactly 98,000 words. And today, right now, I am starting at 113,282 words for this sprint. So I have made quite the stride today and this week, even though it's been a really busy week. So I am very much ready for a break. My plan is to finish writing book 3 today with you guys. And then as soon as release week happens, because I have a book coming out the 30th. After that, I plan on actually taking some serious time off. I don't know exactly what that looks like or necessarily when I will do that. But I do plan on taking my own staycation because I don't have any plans to go anywhere. But everyone needs time off from work, and I don't really get that ever. So I do plan on doing that as soon as I finish this draft and get book 2 out there. I plan to take a little bit of time off. So let's get some of our early stuff out of the way. What are you guys working on tonight? I am obviously working to finish book 3. I am currently in the epilogue. I was able to finish all of the action this afternoon and start the epilogue. And tonight, I am picking up, I'm halfway into the epilogue, so I should most definitely finish it in the first sprint unless something gets me off track. I will say my toddler, my 3-year-old, is still up in the next room. That's not something that usually happens during the live stream. Usually he goes to sleep first, but he's still awake because we both slept in a lot this morning. So he's keyed up. He is having his best time over here. So if you see me get up and walk out, which I will probably do in a little bit, it's probably because he's over here. But I still think I can finish the epilogue in the first sprint, the first 20 minutes, because I am that close. So Jessica says she is working on her outline for draft 2 rewrite. Woo! Draft 2 rewrite. Oh my goodness. I do have a couple projects that I need to rewrite that I am dreading eventually. I am both really excited about it because I know I have grown so much as an author and as a writer, and even just this last year alone, that I know the rewrite I have planned for that book is going to make it amazing. But it is a very long book. It is much more your traditional epic fantasy. And so I'm kind of dreading getting to that project, just setting down the time for it. But it'll be a good time. It'll be fun. I will get to it eventually. Not in this year, but maybe 2025, 2026-ish. We'll see. So what else is everyone working on? Dreaming Truth author. I am relaxing at the moment. Been a busy day with the kids. Have not written one word, and I'm okay with that. I write more at night. I'll get my words in after the youngest toddler goes to sleep. Sometimes you have to take a little time for yourself. And like I said about planning to take time off after I release book 2, I haven't had time off in a very long time. And a lot of people don't really see what my schedule looks like because there are the two sides to me. There's my full-time job side where I go into work 7:45 is our contract time to 3:45, but usually it's closer to 4 by the time I finish things up. That is what like my normal work week looks like to everybody else. And then there's also my writer side, which a lot of you guys see online, which is me working in the evenings. I do a ton of writing on Saturday and Sundays. And so between that, managing the mom stuff and maintaining my marriage and getting date night fun, there's not actually a ton of time just to myself. I have actually this year been dealing with, I've been calling it my mystery illness in some of my vlogs. I've been having a really difficult time. Been having some really weird things going on, mostly like dizziness. And I think it is related to my anxiety, but also I think I'm finding out that a lot of it is fatigue. I think I'm so exhausted that my body is trying to tell me that I need sleep and I'm not giving into it. So I definitely plan as soon as I get book 2 released, I plan to take quite a bit of time off, take some time for myself, enjoy just my friends and my family a little more and slow things down. I don't plan to stop I do plan to stop entirely for a period. I'm going to take some serious time off, but then I plan to just slow things down a little bit. I have an announcement that I had planned for Wednesday here on YouTube, one of my Wednesday videos, and I'm starting to rethink that project a little bit because I'm starting to wonder if it's going to tie me up more than what I would really like. So I'm starting to do the pro-con thing. So we'll see. That video may change. I don't know. But I am seriously thinking about time off. And just like you said about how you're not at all concerned with how you haven't written today, I am starting to have a little more grace with myself. And I'm getting to the place where I also feel okay when if I don't feel well or I'm just a little tired or it's been a rough day, I'm feeling better about saying this has to go on the back burner for today. I'm feeling a lot better about saying that, which is a good thing. Growth is always great. Cassandra says, hi, I am late, but I blame the audiobook I got caught up in 100%. Ooh, what are you reading right now? What is the audiobook? I used to blow through audiobooks. When I was really reading, I would read a book a week and I would do an audiobook every few weeks because I like to listen to audiobooks when I go on my runs or I go to the gym. That's when I would mostly do audiobooks, and I haven't done an audiobook in a while. So what are you reading? Give me some recommendations. I would love to know. Yes, show yourself grace. Heck yes. I have not done enough of that. I've been especially bad at it the last month. So I am trying to slow my brain down because I'm finding out that I'm always in go mode. So I am working consciously to stop myself, slow things down, take a little time off. Everything will get done in its own time. My brain, I know at some point has like switched on and I'm trying to do things as fast as I can. And that is when you end up not doing things 100%. So I keep telling myself it's okay because it's better to be slow and do things 100% than it is to be quick and do them at like 80 or 90%. So definitely trying to do a better job of that. So let's see. I think we're getting close to time to move into our first sprint of the night. This is the sprint when I am hoping to finish this draft. I am so close. I cannot wait to be done with this book. It is so long. If you missed my word count from earlier, I am at 113,282 words. I will put that in the chat in a moment just because I like to track my words. I don't know about you guys, but I do like to track it. So I'll put that there in a little bit. But we are getting kind of close to time to do that. Cassandra says, oh, it was a random self-helpy one titled The Fun Habit. Oh, not as fun as it sounds, though. Oh, that's unfortunate. I haven't read a self-help book in a really long time. The last one I read was, oh no, what's her name? Kathy Heller, is that her name? It was her book about, it was Quit Your Day Job, something like that. Oh my gosh, I should really remember. That was a really good book. I actually went through and highlighted it. And I will be working on book 2 in my witchy YA series. I love a good witch story. I adore witches and magic. Somehow, I always find a way to weave witchy plots into most of my books. My fantasy book that it is my favorite project. It's the one closest to my heart. I don't know if it's my best writing, but I do plan to get back to it eventually. It is very much a witchy book, so I cannot wait to get to it. But just like you're talking about, it's going to take me forever. Thank you. I think I can get this done tonight. I'll add that to my TBR. Yeah, that was a good one. I think it's Kathy Heller's book, and I think it's called Do Quit Your Day Job. It's something about your day job. Oh my gosh. I read that book as I announced my publication for my very first book for the Arena. And it was like a really helpful book in starting like the entrepreneurship that is self-publishing. So highly recommend. It was a good book. It didn't apply 100% to the writing world, but as far as the business side, it fit a lot of those things. And I still listen to, it's Kathy Heller. It is Kathy Heller. I still listen to her podcast. Her podcast is pretty great. She's had some big name guests on there, and it's all entrepreneurship stuff and finding yourself and fulfilling your dreams. One of those kinds of books. It's very good. Okay, I'm going to put my own self in the chat. There it is. Starting sprint number 1 at 113,282 words, hoping to finish book 3 during the sprint. That's what it is. Don't keep your day job. Thank you, Cassandra. That is exactly what it is. Don't Keep Your Day Job by Kathy Heller. It was a really quick read. I enjoyed it a lot. I love witchy books. What is the title of book 1? Ooh, I would love to know that also, Cassandra, because I also love witchy books. Put it in the comments and we can all look for it. So I'm going to go ahead and put up our timer for sprint number 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on my YouTube channel. Like I said, I post quite a bit. I do a live stream every week. I do a Wednesday fun video, and I always do a weekly vlog. The vlog for this week is up. It's kind of short because, like I said, I've been really busy this week, but it is up. It's fun. I got a lot of writing done, so some of the writing details are in there for the week. And over the summer, so the next 2-3 months, I'll be doing more pop-up live writing sprints. So I did one last Thursday. Be on the lookout for more of those. That was very fun. So I got my clock up, 20 minutes. We're going to do 3 sprints of 20 minutes. See how that goes. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that I will be done with the epilogue when we reconvene and we talk again. So here is sprint number 1. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Okay. So I didn't quite finish. I'm in like, I have like a paragraph left. Holy moly. I'm so close. Oh, but I am loving this book so, so much. I'm just finishing it up. Oh my gosh. So let's see. Oh, Cassandra told us the title of her book. Book 1 is Hollow Forest, not yet published. Hopefully soon, right? And, ooh, yes. Are you on Instagram? I would love to follow you. I do have an account for my pen name, but I haven't used it in like 2 years. It's Cassidy Writes. Cassie Day Writes. Okay. I'll have to look that up. So how did everybody do? I don't actually think I wrote, well, maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. I'll have to tally it up. I did get a good amount written, but let me see exactly how much. Holy moly, this book is so long. Oh, 113. I did write a lot. I wrote 747 words. 747 words. Wow, that's pretty good. All right, but I know I'm right at the end of the scene, so I will definitely finish in sprint number 2. Can't wait for that. So does anybody have summer plans? Let's talk about summer, which is my favorite season. My husband and I, our family, we don't have any summer plans. We have ideas for some vacations, but we haven't committed to any. We may end up just taking some short vacations, the two of us, and maybe take Finn on one out of town. But we don't really have any vacation plans right now because we're just so busy in the summer this year. We just have a lot of little projects going on. So no plans yet. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do need to get up and put little man to bed. That's what I'll do. I think as we start sprint number 2, I think I'll get him in bed. So we'll do that. What is everybody listening to tonight? Are you guys people that like to listen to music as you write? I am a huge Bad Omens fan, so I am listening to the newest album, which is The Death of Peace of Mind. I'm listening to that album, and I have been most of the day. It was really nice when I was in all of the action sequences for the end of this book. It fit really well. Now it doesn't fit quite so well because we're into the sweet, tying up all the loose ends at the end of the book part, but I am still listening to it. What are all of you doing? All right, Jessica got through a little more of her outline. Says I am watching random YouTube videos. That's usually what I do in the afternoon when I write. Love Bad Omens. Oh, I love them too. They are, love it so much. Love Bad Omens. They're just, I don't know. They're just really good. Their new album's very different than a lot of their earlier stuff. I like all of their stuff. I think I like the new album the best, but there are some older songs that I really love. Let me think about it. Artificial Suicide is one that really gets me. It's just badass. Love that song. But that is what I've been listening to recently as I've been writing the end of this book. Like I said, it doesn't really fit the ending, the epilogue, but it is what was queued up when I got started. So it's just what I've had going to have something going as I write. So Bad Omens, it is definitely different. I'm partial to their old stuff, but the new one is very good. Yeah. I like them both, but for different reasons. Their old and new stuff. I agree. Cassandra says no music for me unless the puppy's barking counts. Oh no. Holy. This afternoon, my toddler kept interrupting me a lot. So it would go from the old stuff, the really old harder Bad Omen songs to this itty bitty little toddler voice asking me things and asking me questions, which is very cute. So let's see. Second sprint. Don't forget to like this video. I do have, let's see, my announcement video on Wednesday. There is at least I do have an announcement coming Wednesday. I'm not sure if there's two parts of it. I'm not sure if one part is going to make the cut because it may mean I'm too busy in the summer for that project, but the first part of that will definitely come on Wednesday. So that is in the works. So like this video, make sure you are subscribed so that you don't miss all of those videos because I try to post as many as I can to YouTube. So usually 3 times a week. That's pretty good for me. So let's go ahead and queue up for our next 20 minutes. I'm going to go check on my toddler in the first part of this, and then I will come back to finish the end of the epilogue. I'll be starting at, let's see, let me put this in here. Starting sprint number 2 at 114,000, wow, 129 words. Wow. Oop. There it is. So let's go ahead and start with sprint number 2. And I'll see you guys when I finish the epilogue. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Oh my goodness. I finished the epilogue, which means I wrote the end at the end of the draft. Oh my gosh. So, oh my gosh. I finished book 3, which is the very final book in the Guardians of the Six Gate series. I'm really happy with it. So the final word count for book 3 is 1,000. No, oh my gosh. Hang on. It is 114,181 words, which in Word documents is 401 words. Holy. I'm going to put that in the comments also just for fun. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Oh my goodness. Yay. Yes, it has been quite the adventure. I started this in end of February, April, and my goal was to do what I had before, which was to write a book in a month. That works really well for me, to fast draft and then take some time off. And that is not what happened at all, because it is now May 22nd, 21st, and I finished it. So, holy moly. Dreaming Truth author says 122 words in the last 10 minutes. Woo, that's pretty good. I ended up with 152 for the second sprint because I finished. Yay, congrats. Thank you guys. It is always really bittersweet to finish a book, but it definitely feels different to finish a series, because you're done with the whole story for all of your characters. I do have a spinoff planned for a book or a series. It'll be another series. It may only be a duology, but I do have plans for a series for a character that is in book 2. His name is Angel. That is no secret because I've posted enough TikToks about it. I do have a plan for that. So I may revisit this world in the future, but Tori and Jamie, I think their story is completely over and done with now. I don't see myself revisiting their story. They may appear or be mentioned in some of these other spinoffs. I really only have plans for one spinoff, but they may be there in the future. I have ideas for a spinoff on another character from this series, but I don't know what it looks like. So I just think it'd be fun to explore the story there, but there's no plans for that. So it feels surreal. It's very different to finish a series, especially when you've been working on a while. This one has only taken me like a year, although I wrote book 1, I think about 2 years ago before it was ever published. I don't remember, but it's bittersweet for sure. Cassandra said 419 for me that time. That is a good word count for 20 minutes. Jessica says I finished getting all the important pieces of the plot down, so now I can plan the scenes for each. That's good. That is kind of where I am for my next project, which is the spinoff. My plan is to start writing that this summer, and hopefully, if everything lines up, have that book out in the spring in 2024. So that is my next plan. So that's what I need to do, is sit down and look at the plot. I don't know if I'm going to do that in this live stream, just because I'm living on this high of just finishing the book, and I kind of want to just celebrate and take some time to work on some other stuff. So I think I'm just going to wind myself down a little for the night. I already uploaded the draft to Google Drive. That's always what I do. After I finish a book, I save it all, and then I upload it to Google Drive. Like I said, that's what I do. Although I could work on the back matter a little bit. I typically don't do that until I'm in the publication process, go in and do like the author notes and stuff. Typically, I don't do that the first round when I just draft the story. I guess I could make space for that though. Jessica is heading out for the night. Going to head out for the night. Thanks for hosting. Happy sprinting, everyone. Thanks for coming, Jessica. Hope you have a good night. It is a Sunday, so I know a lot of us have work in the morning. I also have work in the morning. We have a final work day, so no kids because school is out, but we do have to do some finishing things for the semester. So I will be at work in the morning at 7:45. I am also helping to put on a breakfast tomorrow morning. So I can't stay up super, super late either, and I don't have plans to. My plans were really just to finish this draft, which is exactly what I did. I'm very excited. Oh, holy moly. I am so happy. This is insane. It feels so strange to be done with it because I've been working on it all spring. Oh my gosh. All right. So we do have one more sprint left for the night. We have our third sprint. Make sure that you have subscribed to my newsletter. Speaking of, because as we get close to release day, I will be putting out a lot more information. You can still pre-order Shade of the Shadowlands, so go pre-order your ebook or your paperback copy. I will also be putting out information for my next book. So my next announcement is the title of book 3. So I already have the title picked out. I just finished it tonight, and I will be releasing the title of this book on the 31st, which is the day after publication day. Fun things. I usually put that information out in the newsletter a day ahead of schedule, though. So if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, go and do that because you usually get all of that information ahead of time. So, fun things. I think that now might be a good time to move into our third sprint. What do we say? Our third and final sprint of the night. I'm just going to enjoy my time, hang out a little bit. I might do a little bit of planning and prepping in my happy planner for this upcoming week. And I think that'll be it for me. I'm still, it's so nice. Especially, it is kind of nice that I finished book 3 close to the time of release of book 2 because the emotions are high right now. So that's kind of nice. I'll be going on my little week off that I have planned on a high, having done all of these things. So let's go ahead and move into sprint number 3, our last 20-minute sprint of the night. Hopefully we can all get wrapped up and done what we would like to for the night and go off to bed feeling very successful for the day. So here's the last 20 minutes over here. Holy moly. Timer is up. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Alrighty, how did everybody do for that sprint? So, because I finished the book, I have just been doing planning in my planner. I use the Happy Planner, in case you were curious. That's what I plan out my weekend. I would say that this is probably the master planner. Um, because I use like 4 different planners. I also use Google Calendar for everything. And I have a work calendar, digital, and a paper work calendar that's more detailed for just work stuff. But this one has all of the events overall. Work events are in here. It has started now that I have so many things on my plate in the writing world. I do YouTube for writing, I do social media for writing, I do writing in general. This has kind of become more of a writing planner than an everything planner, but that is what I use. And what I did in this last sprint was I sat down and I looked at the month of June, everything that I'm planning to do for June. So this next week, I think what I will be working on, because next week on Sunday, I still have our live stream plan. What my plan is for the next week is to start editing Winter Witches, which is still kind of a working title. If you have watched my live stream for any extent of time, Winter Witches is the book that I wrote in the month of December. It is not really a Christmas book, it's a winter book, but everything falls at Christmas time within the storyline. So it's kind of a Christmas book. That's the book I wrote then, and it is about witches, although usually the magic, witch, supernatural plot is the main plot, but this book is much more of a romance than I typically write. I challenged myself because the idea fell into my head one day. I challenged myself to write a book that was mostly centered around the romance, not the action and the supernatural part. So I did that last December with Winter Witches, and I have planned to next week start editing it. So I'll do my read through, make my notes, and I'm hoping to finish that book this summer so it can be published at Christmas time this year. So fun things are coming. There is a winter romance in the works. So that is the next thing I have planned. And so I spent the last sprint planning out the month of June for my read through and my edits for that book, and then eventually book 3. So that is what I did. Dreaming Truth author said 214 words were written. That is awesome. 563 for Cassandra. Wow, that is a lot of words. Man, that's a really good sprint for you. Wow. So I'm glad that we were all really productive. It is about 10 o'clock. I try to wrap these up by 10 or close to 10, just because it is normally a work day for most of us. So I'm glad it was really productive for all of you. I am very pleased. I would say the least. I'm very pleased with how tonight went for me because I have finally finished book 3. I have been only talking about finishing it all week. So if you watched today's vlog, which is here on our channel, so go check out my channel. The newest video is the vlog for this week. And if you watch it, even from the very first of the week on in that vlog, I was saying that I was hoping to finish book 3 and I finally did it. So big sigh of relief on my end. I'm glad I finished it, although I am a little sad to be leaving Jamie and Tori's storyline, but I am happy with where I have left them. So cannot wait for you guys to read that. Book 2 comes out May 30th. Can't wait for that. And I'm really excited to be finished with the series because I know that a lot of people, because I am also guilty of this, a lot of people don't like to start reading a series unless it's a finished series because we binge it, you know? So I'm really excited to finish it because that means that as soon as this book is published in the fall, I'm hoping that my sales on it will go up because a lot of people will start purchasing it because they can read all three in a very quick and short amount of time. Thank you so much, Dreaming Truth author, for your comment. Yes, I love doing these sprints. I was really sad to cancel. I think we canceled last week, didn't we? Wasn't it last week? Yes. I was really sad to cancel last week, but I had a lot going on. I wasn't feeling quite myself, so decided to do that. And like I said, be on the lookout because my schedule frees up quite a bit in the summer. So I'm planning to do some more pop-up sprints. They may not be so writing focused, at least for the next couple, at least for, let me rephrase, at least for the next few weeks because I'm moving into editing for my 2 projects going into the fall. I have 2 books planned to release in the fall. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a lot. I have book 3 of the Guardians of the Sixth Gate series, which I have not nailed down a date for, but I'm looking at October, which is nice because that's a full circle moment. Book 1 released October 31st, so it's kind of nice that the final book in the series releases almost a year after. And Winter Witches will be just in time for the Christmas season. I am thinking right after or sometime before Thanksgiving-ish. So that is planned as well. That book is really cute. It's not my normal thing, but the characters are just adorable. I really like this story, and I think you guys will too. If you want to read it because it is finished, the first draft of it is available on my Patreon. So if you would like to, subscribe to my Patreon and you can read the whole of Winter Witches right now. It is available. The entire book's on there. So you can find my Patreon. If you click the link in the description, it'll take you to my Patreon and you can read the whole book there. I'm getting ready to start posting more bookish content related to Shade of the Shadowlands and book 3 because Patreons always get early access. So they will find out all of the information in advance of everybody else online. So go check it out. But I think that brings us to a close. Cassandra says, thank you. This was awesome. Thank you so much for joining. I love having you guys along for the ride, but I do think that that pretty much wraps us up for the night. Thanks for coming along with me, guys, as I finished book 3. That was really fun to have that moment on camera. And I think that's it. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.